Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Coffee with Tea with your boy, Tommy Boy. Yeah. All right. Welcome, everybody. Oh. I just put that light up. Do you like it? Do you like it? Shines a little bit on the ceiling, doesn't it? I just spoke with my friend, Sarah Jean, so I got a little bit of a weird accent, even though she's American. She puts on this weird American accent, English accent, so it's kind of drawn on over to me. Today we're going to be talking about 365-day challenge. The 365-day challenge, the 1 year challenge, is a challenge where we earn as much money as we can within 1 year, with the intention of giving X amount percentage to a good deed or to a charity. So this is an interesting topic because it puts us in front of ourselves with a bigger drive and caring for other people and helping other people. And so I set up a Facebook group that is allocated for this challenge. It's still very much in the embryo stage. And we had a little meeting yesterday. And thanks for that embryo comment yesterday, Didier, who I was on a call with yesterday, also entrepreneur. I said grandfathered in as like the foundational people in the group, but it's actually embryo. I like that better because it's like we're all growing together. And so I'm just announcing that today that we are setting that up. We've got quite a nice little team growing already of people who are really committed and like the idea of this. Can everybody hear me all right? I'm going to sign into Facebook real quick and see who's here. And let me know if you are watching this live, please. If not, please hashtag replay. Let me know, hashtag live or hashtag replay. Add a little bit of oomph to the algorithm as well, please. If you don't mind pressing the heart, that always shows more exposure to into the algorithm system. Hearts, by the way, for anyone that isn't familiar with the algorithms between thumbs up, hearts, smile, laugh, sad face, or angry face. Heart is the one that gives most exposure to the posts. Anyone that wants more knowledge on Facebook organic marketing, let me know. I'm learning learning a lot about it, innit? So feel free to reach out. I actually gave a masterclass the other day, and it was awesome. It felt so good. Very excited about that. So if you don't mind, shoot us a heart. Or like loads. So that, yeah, thanks for that. What was I looking for? Oh yeah, the Facebook thing. So today is going to be about that. I wasn't quite sure what I wanted to do today on Coffee with Tea, but I'm working it out for myself as well, this whole Coffee with Tea thing. I love having guests on, and I truly love every guest that I have had. And I wouldn't have anyone on Coffee with Tea if I wouldn't feel that way. But I also enjoy just being here with you. Just all by myself. All right. Anyway, so yeah, I can see myself. Hey, Sarah Jean. By the way, I'm going to just put the link in here because some people are going to be signing in with me, and they're going to be kind of just coming in to our little chat. What's up, everybody? I see y'all's faces and y'all's numbers coming in. Very nice to see y'all. Yo, yo, yo. What's up? I'm going to put my little banner here. So let's get to the grit of things. Sarah, I'm gonna send the link into the comments, and then you can sign in through the comments. Okay, so it should be in there now. I was told anyone that wants to join the conversation, just hit that button, hit that link, the StreamYard link, and just sign in, get into the room, add your name, and just join the conversation. Okay, I will let you in. Okay, cool. Hi, Lisa. I've been cutting vegetables, by the way. That's why I was like a little bit like this, cutting onions and carrots and garlic and all those things. So making a little bit of a mush. All right, so anyone that wants to come in, you're more than welcome. Holler at your boy. This is really exciting because this is my intention with this group. Is very close to my vision, my vision statement, let's say. So initially, the 365-day challenge was going to be for my high ticket affiliate marketing people. Excuse my hair. They told me to leave it like this, so I'm just going to leave it like this. Was going to be for my high ticket affiliate marketing peeps that came in through me, and then it would drive them to give them encouragement to push their sales more, so that they can help on a grander scale as well to charity or a good deed. But then I spoke to my good friend Sabine van der Sam, and Sabine is always great with that. For anyone that knows Sabine, can you put a 1 in the comments? Because she is a number 1. She is el número uno of the badasses of the badasses. And she said that, why don't you open it up? Why don't you create this movement out of it? And I was like, yeah, that is completely what I want to do. So initially, the initial idea kind of blew up into something grander. So now, this is wonderful. It's wonderful. The challenge remains, and the goal of giving to charity or a good deed still remains. So for me personally, for example, I will do the challenge, the 1 year challenge. We still have to start it. 1 year from now, my aim is $200,000, and 20% of that money will go to my friend Victor and his future and his what is it that he wants to do. Victor is a friend of mine who lives in Liberia, who helped me out while I was in Liberia, setting up a music concert festival with a lot of friends of mine, and an organization called Save More Kids. What up, Q? And then I helped him with other people to get through university, and now he's ready to do international and go out and find his life and help other people. So my year goal will be that at the end of the year, my percentage of good deed will go to him. So my intention also is, within the group of 365, is to educate people on what good deeds are out there, what charities are out there, and how do you come to the conclusion of what charity do you want to go for. And so because I think we can use traumas that we have had while we were kids or after as purposefully driven causes to help those that suffered the same thing. For example, I stuttered when I was a child. I was quite oblivious to it until a little bit later on in my teens. I realized that it was actually stopping me in my tracks. It made me go in hiding often. I felt ashamed of the fact that I was stuttering. I refused to read in class because I just couldn't even start the sentence. How to overcome that, So I have it in my heart to go after that cause, and Victor is a part of my long-term vision, my project. I want him to be with me, actually, like here, right here, like in my house, even, get a little house built somewhere on the land and have him there. He's such a lovely person as well, and I want to coach him. And so a part of the challenge will be also, if you decide to do so, if you want to coach the person who you're trying to help, right? So let's say Victor, in my case, and you can see it in your own vision. He will come to Europe. He won't have an idea of how to go about, being in Europe. So I will do one-on-ones with him wherever he may be in Europe at first. Maybe a 1 week, one time a week call with him for like an hour, devoted to one-on-one training, mindset training, let's say, like how to be a foreigner. What are smart ways of surviving as a foreigner? I've been a foreigner my entire life, and I'm very good at being a foreigner. That sounds really weird, but like, for example, remaining neutral in arguments or debates or anything like that. When you get somewhere, even in religious forms, like keep your head low, listen, only listen, don't speak too much, just listen about what the culture has to offer, the foods, the sense of humors, how far can you take something within the cultural situation, and so on. Especially if you've never done this before, or if you don't speak other languages, or if you don't know anything about any other country other than your own city, for example. Because a lot of these people have not, or third world country, have not experienced even being in another, city or in another part of the country. So it's very interesting concept and quite foreign to us all in the West, who have been traveling our entire lives here and there and on a holiday. Hello, Shaz. Shaz is here. Let's see if she's there. Let's see her.
Hey, I'm here.
Huh?
I'm here.
Hello, Shaz.
Hello.
Wow, you signed in. How nice to have you.
Yeah, I did.
Hey, what up, Rockstar?
How are you?
So Shaz, good. I'm really good. Thank you. I've been looking forward to this call since that you and I were on the call the other day.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure. It was really a great idea to do this, actually. Where's Pedro?
Pedro wasn't able to make it, unfortunately, but he will be
Hopefully
commenting
next
later
time.
on. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
No worries. Where are you, Shaz?
I'm in the Maldives.
The Maldives.
You're
Very
most
nice.
welcome to visit here.
Do not invite me. Do not invite me. I will come. I will come over.
For sure.
That's a wonderful idea, actually. I've been wanting to meet you. And
yeah, you can come. You can come to the Maldives.
I will bring my entire family and stay with you.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, of course you can. I have a vacant room here.
Okay, perfect. Let's do that. So,
yeah, sure.
Shaz and I, am I pronouncing your name right?
Of course you are.
Of course I am. Shaz and I met in the high ticket affiliate marketing world, realm, where you shared wonderful posts, I shared my post, and we met, and then we DM'd, and then We got on the phone in the summertime out
Mhm.
on my deck on our last house, and we've been in touch ever since, haven't we?
Yeah, of course we have been.
Yeah, so it's a very new friendship, uh, but you've got great vibe. And we were on the call the other day, within my Create Your Own Damn Future high ticket group. Anyone that's interested in high ticket affiliate marketing, hit me up. But this is not about that. And we were talking about the 365-day challenge and how we can go about that. So we had a quick call. Well, not quick call. It was a 1 hour call, actually.
1 hour call. Yeah.
Yeah, 1 hour exactly. One hour and 1 second. We just went over, and so we came up with some cool ideas. I think it was more so about like just letting it flow and see what is going on with it. If you guys have any questions, if you guys have any suggestions, or if you want to be a part of the conversation, be a part of the screen, you're more than welcome. I would love to have more people on this call.
Yeah.
But for now, yeah. So one of the things that you were, and I don't want to reveal what you were saying
Mm-hmm.
with regards of your own trauma, or
Mm-hmm.
which you revealed it not to be so much of a trauma, but you did say it, which led you to be open about that, and maybe that's that trauma, or that the trauma or not trauma was something that maybe you can help other people with,
Oh, of course.
or something like that. Was there a specific is there a specific person that you want to help, let's say?
Um, Not really. There's no specific person I know of personally. Like your friend from Liberia. I don't have any person I know like that personally from any other country. Like who needs help, of course. So no, but I'm sure there are so many people out there who needs my help, who needs
Yeah,
our help, of course.
yeah. I guess that then can um, collide, I was going to say, or join the idea of maybe if you don't have something or someone or like a cause yet,
Mm-hmm.
if you feel aligned with somebody else's cause and you're like, man, that is such a
Mm-hmm.
great idea, maybe you can, feel free to join them as well, right?
Mm, of
So
course.
yeah, and who's to say not to diversify your destination of your end result of your annual
Mm,
365 financial goal, right? So you
mm,
could even say, okay, I want my whatever 10, 15, or 20%, whatever it is that one wants
mm.
to, I want to give 10 to this, and I want to give 10 to this, for example, because I
Yeah, of
really
course.
care about people in wheelchairs, and I really care
Hmm.
about children in a third world situation or something like that. That's also an idea, right?
Yeah, that's also an idea, of course. I think maybe I could help the single mothers because I know that there are so many single mothers who are struggling out there. I have seen so many people like that. So maybe those are the people we can help as well.
Mm. Mm.
Single mothers, single fathers who are just unable to work for some reason. It should be a valid reason, of course. But those people, I'm sure we could definitely help.
Okay. Yeah. So that's your avatar as well, a little bit, isn't it, in your business?
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Perfect. So that would really bring, uh, that's the snowball effect. Then it's even
Hmm.
better, right? Because
Hmm.
if you come with your heart in your hand to your avatar and the people who you're serving in your industry,
Hmm.
and you're standing in front of, let's say, 100 people, single parents, single husband, single fathers, or single mothers, who
Hmm.
feel aligned with your cause,
Yeah.
you know they might know another 100 people that would want to be doing something great,
Of
right?
course.
So now that 100 has turned into a hundredfold, right? So now
Hmm.
you're standing in front of 10,000 people. Is that right? 100 times 100? Yeah, right? So 10,000 people with
Yeah.
just, let's say, one line down, or so let's say if it was a multi-level marketing thing, it was like you, your leads, and then like your
Hmm.
second tier,
To be
so
a
it would like,
tree.
it would just boom. So if you would bring, let's say, even 10 people into the group with
Hmm.
this intention, with what we were talking about the other day as well,
Hmm.
the accountability element
Yeah.
of things,
Hmm.
and financial advice and emotional advice, even, because there's a
Of
lot of
course.
emotion that's going to go into this, right? Like
Lots of.
feelings, like where do you go with like feelings, and then like thoughts, and then action, and then results, as we all know how that
Hmm.
goes. And
Hmm.
like it's important to kind of dance through those ones, right? you know uh
That's true.
right, like I felt the need to help him,
Hmm.
so
Hmm.
then I thought of how I could help him, and then I took action to help him, and then the results were that I helped him, right? So
Exactly.
like those steps are not too obvious for everyone, and to
Hmm.
kind of have some kind of a counseling, even like sessions, maybe like a one time a week of like, okay, you know um, so that kind of brings me to a really interesting development that I thought of this morning, and you can share your opinion on this one too.
Hmm. Yeah, like I'm very much into these psychological things as well. Like I have been always researching about it, and I have really, great passion for it. So I like helping people emotionally. Like people are going through a lot actually. People are not talking about their problems to people who they can't trust. But of course, like if people are going through some mental problems, if they are unhappy about something in their life, of course I would be happy to listen to them, and just being a listening ear itself would help so many people. There are many people who just want someone to just listen to them, even
Yeah,
though we can't provide advice. So, of course, that is something I really want to do as well.
I love that. So giving that emotional advice, uh,
Emotional advice,
maybe
being
a little bit
there
of,
for them.
yeah. So a little bit of mentorship, perhaps, or guidance,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Exactly.
I think that's really, really wonderful, and um, really beautiful. I think it's going to develop into a bigger thing where we have a bunch of comments. Sorry, guys, I didn't realize I didn't open up my app. Um, I'll get to the questions in a minute. And welcome, everybody. If you're on the podcast or on YouTube or on Facebook, what's up? A big high five, a hug, 3 kisses on the cheeks, another high five, do a little crazy dance. All right. So I'm kind of seeing this grow into, let's say we have certain allocated people, right?
Mm-hmm.
We can have a financial advisor at one time a week, a 1 hour call, let's say, right? That can talk about methods of allocating your money better for
Yeah.
yourself, for your household, and so on. And just
Mm-hmm.
have even just 1 hour a week of somebody just talking about it, right? So bringing in
Mm-hmm.
somebody that is not going to give taxation advice or
Mm-hmm.
any governmental advice, because we're all in loads of different countries. So it's you can't go by one specific method, right? Because all countries work differently. Even in Europe, where it's like so many different countries they're just so different, right? Even in the States, where all the different states, they work differently. Um, so it so you have that. Then you have, let's say, an emotional counselor, right? Someone who also does an hour worth of just 1 hour, bam, and everybody like signs in if you need it. If you want to have more guidance when it comes to something that you need, right? um, the accountability partner element. I think twice a week, once Monday and once Thursday, accountability.
Mhm.
Have one person or two, whatever. You can even create your own accountability groups from here that you align with. I highly recommend accountability groups anyway for whatever it is that you
Exactly.
want in life, right?
Yes, yes, of course.
Yeah.
It's very important to hold each other accountable. It
Yeah.
motivates you actually. It's a very good thing.
Yeah, right? Thanks, Sarah. Sarah Jean. Sarah Jean. Sarah Jean. I was just laughing with her privately in DM. We had a really nice conversation. She's hilarious. What's up, Vashti? Vashti Williams. Yay. You're in the room. What up, Mel? Look. Mel, thanks for having me on your podcast the other day. It was really nice. Uh,
Wow.
thank you so much. Drop the link whenever you're ready. She says, that's no shame of stuttering. It's not your fault. Even our President Biden overcame stuttering. I had to overcome learning English when I was a kid, first immigrated to Canada. Yeah, that's right. No fault of your own. It's something, but it's something that we can overcome, acknowledge it, learn how to calm yourself down, and work on bettering yourself when it comes to breathing, and connecting your brain with your body. Because
Hmm.
I suffered of mm, stuttering, like I said on the call the other day. I'll briefly say my mind was going so fast. I was so excited about life, and my body wasn't keeping up with what I was thinking. So and then the people were listening, or they were talking, and I was already like in the next conversation, but my body hadn't said yet what it thought. So like my mind was going way too fast for my body to keep up, and it was like a chasing thing. I was like it was like, and it just like literally was like I was blocked. Like I was so blocked, like physically. It was just like so tense. I was ripped. Like I was said the other day, I was like completely ripped. Like I had like an
Hmm.
eight pack when I was 15. It was crazy. What up, Abby? What up, Abby? Abby. Nice to see y'all. Yes, and thanks for signing in, everybody. So, anyone that's just jumping in now, we're talking about the 365 day journey, 365 day challenge um, group that is to do with earning as much as you can within 1 year, so that you can allocate a percentage of your earnings at the end of the year to a good deed or to a charity. It's as simple as that. Like it doesn't have to be any more complicated than that.
Hmm.
And within the group, we are now kind of discussing what we're going to add to the group. So we're thinking about parts accountability people and group. That might be, if you're interested in being an accountability partner or coach, if you know what that is and how to go about it, then please or join the conversation or leave a comment saying like I'm all about that, or just hit me up or hit Shaz up. Apparently you're now also an admin, Shaz. There you go. Hands off,
Wow.
Tommy. Hands off. No, and also a financial advisor. If you're a financial advisor with regards of financial mindset, then also you're more than welcome. Actually, please join us. If you want to do some private sessions with other people, that is your business. If that's your business, then join us, please, because we can really use expertise in this, right? So if you're already running these kind of businesses, join us, please. Shaz and I will just take a cut of all the earnings, and we'll just add it to our pile so that we can all give it away at the end of the year. There you
Yeah,
go.
it can be, like anyone can join us. It can be even a small amount. It doesn't matter. It will, anyways, like help so many people out there. So it doesn't matter if you can just put maybe like 5% even. It doesn't matter at all.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. Hey, Sarah, what was it that you were thinking about maybe in the group? Are you thinking about something? Let me know. What up, what up, what up, Tommy boy? And Shaz, she says, Sarah Jean. Oh, thank you.
Oh.
Oh, you're best friends now. And yeah, so accountability partner, coach, finance coach,
Emotional.
emotional coach, maybe a planner, somebody that can like time management, perhaps. If
Oh,
you're
yeah.
especially for
Procrastination.
procrastination,
Hmm. It
yeah,
comes under time management, I guess. It could be one thing.
yeah, yeah. If you really want to procrastinate, hit me up. I'm really good at it.
An
I'm so good at
expert.
it. Let's go. I'm surprised I made it to this call. I was gonna put it off.
Oh.
Let's just do it tomorrow. Just kidding. Just kidding. Yeah. And then let's look at the notes. Accountability, purpose in your life. Yeah, purpose, right?
How about
Vision.
relationships?
Yep.
Like relationship with your family, time. It can be under time management as well, but relationships in general.
Okay. I like that. Let's write that down.
Family, friendship, your partner, like all those
Yeah.
things.
Your sex life. Let's cover that too. Where's my pen? Did you take my pen? Did you grab my pen?
Oh, I think I did.
Where is it? And then, oh yeah, Sabine from the Psalm might be able to join us on that one because she's very driven.
Wow.
Like her, I don't know if she would like that, but maybe she can spare like half an hour a month, a week, something like that. Maybe, Sabine, maybe, please.
Awesome. Is she there?
No, she's not. But thank you, Sabine, for committing to it.
Wow.
So nice of you to offer. So maybe a purpose-driven coach, somebody that can bring a deeper sense of purpose. And why is it important? Because a lot of people are just working and working and working, and they like, what's the vision? You know? Yeah, your children and your wife and your husband. Sure,
They are neglected.
yeah. But what are you here for? Like, what's your grander purpose? You know, why did you bring children into the world? Why did you get married? Not just to be together. You know, you want to do something awesome together, right? Right?
Exactly.
You want to inspire other people to do awesome things so that those people can then inspire other people to do awesome things. So that those people can then inspire to do other things. So that those people right?
So it goes on and on.
On and on and on. It's like one of those GIFs that just doesn't stop going. Forgiveness for the past to move forward. Forgiveness for the past to move forward. Yeah, okay. Well, that then is like a counseling thing, right? Thanks for your comments, by the way.
The emotional counseling, right?
Yeah, yeah. That's interesting.
Forgiving yourself for your past and yeah.
Yeah.
Embracing new changes, self-development.
Yeah, self-development. Exactly. Yeah. Being able to deal with the past, live in the present so that you can live for the future, right?
Exactly. I like how you worded it.
I realized how awesome it was while I was saying it. I was like halfway in the moment, I realized how awesome it was. Thank you for that. I'm going to steal my own quote.
No, it was a nice one. I might as well write it down.
Yes. The benefit of being in the challenge. We have to think of the benefits of being in the challenge. So self-development, financial stability, maybe also giving. How does it make you feel? fulfillment,
Self-fulfillment. Yeah.
self-fulfillment as well, yeah, and then bringing fulfillment to other people as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
And sharing the excitement about that, about being a part of something greater than us.
Being able to change lives, most importantly.
Yeah, being able to change lives. Yeah, yeah,
Being able to make a difference in this world.
yeah,
What's better than that?
yeah. Right, right. That's already purpose, isn't it?
Exactly.
If you've achieved any of that, like just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I think sometimes I like it's been something that's going on in my mind for years. Somebody, and I don't know where it's gonna go, but I'm just gonna put it out there. Something to do with you can do incredibly great things for masses of people, but then you can also have that guy that's just giving love to this little grass, grass. What do you call it? Grass
Trust.
grass leaf. And it's just really nurturing this one little grass
Hmm.
thing there every day. You know, he goes back to this little thing. It's just like really struggling it and loving it, and like it doesn't
Mm-hmm.
matter. It doesn't matter on what magnitude you're doing it.
Mm-hmm.
If it's coming from within, and you're focusing on something else and projecting love on that, then
Mm-hmm.
you're making a difference. So
Of
just
course,
I
you're
don't I didn't really realize where that was ever going to go, that conversation, but
nurturing.
nurturing, yeah, nurturing.
Hmm.
I love that. I love that. This is going to be great, Shaz.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
I'm so excited. I'm really excited about this. Really excited about this, and to be on this call and just let it out. Just let it
Yeah,
out.
sure. We just want more people to join us in this, this beneficial thing. It will be beneficial for you and other people as well.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Absolutely. I think so. I think so. Let's just bring awareness to people and bring them to the group.
Of course.
The group will be closed. It will have rules. It will have questions. It will have things that you should agree on that you're not going to do in the group. Like,
Exactly.
yeah. And then, so it will be closed, right? But it will be findable.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Of course, it should be.
Yeah.
But of course, it should be. We should approve people who are joining it. Not anyone can join it, right?
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If you want to join and you're not like, if you're no one that we know, if you're someone that we don't know, then maybe we can say like, DM us,
Mm-hmm.
if you want to get in, DM first so that we can kind of filter people out
Yeah,
instead of like random
that's
people spamming.
important. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. I was also thinking yesterday while I was driving,
Hmm.
uh, having a winner at the end of the
Winner?
year. Yeah. So
Wow.
let's say you've got like, um, I don't know if that makes sense. And maybe we're all winners at the end of the year, but
Mm-hmm.
maybe we can create an event somewhere on the Maldives,
Wow.
right?
Wow, a vacation in the Maldives. Why not?
Get a venue, hire a
Hmm.
venue, right?
Hmm.
Hire a venue there where we can where we can have a stage, where we can have promotional, like what's it called? No, not promotional speakers, motivational speakers, and people
Yeah,
that
wow.
actually love what we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Um, do like a breakfast, lunch, dinner thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know it well there, so maybe you can
Mm-hmm.
move
Of
some
course.
pieces or something like that, right? It doesn't have to be the
Hmm.
Maldives, but um,
Hmm.
where people can
But it's a
come.
great idea.
Yeah, I think it's wonderful. And then,
Wonderful.
yeah, right?
Scaling it. Yeah,
Yeah,
that way we can scale this.
I love it. I'm already booking the venue. Just book
All
the
about
venue.
it.
Look, yeah. This is really, I love that. I love that.
Hmm.
Mm. And then, yeah, you can have some awards of some kind. Um, Maybe some kind of a thing where people get acknowledged for their hard work and for their things.
Hmm.
Although it's never the goal
Hmm.
to win something. But
No, that's not the main goal.
no, it's not, is it?
Mm-hmm.
It's not. Unless it's you or I. We're just gonna. I'll just give you a cup, and then you give me a cup, and then we both have it. Like,
Sure.
but that's interesting. The whole concept of creating an event around it, and maybe the whole thing is going to be just called 365.
Yeah.
And I did check for the domain. The domain is taken. I don't
Oh.
remember what's on it or who has it, but I want to get it. I want to get 365.com. It's not available
Oh.
yet or something.
Mhm.
So I need to get it. Otherwise, we'll just get like 365challenge.com or something.
Yeah, challenge.com should be fine if you don't get 365.com, right?
Yeah. What about the letter 3 and then SIX and then the letter 5? 365.com. No? Is that too?
Too complicated, maybe, I guess.
Yeah.
But if you can get 365challenge.com, then yeah, it should be fine.
Yeah. Okay. We all agree with that then? The courtroom agrees? Yes? Jane. Wait, let me Camilleri. Jane Camilleri. What's up? Sorry, I never really spoke your last name into the ether. What's up, girl? Nice seeing you here today. Is everyone still there? I see that a few people are just signing in now. Jane, can you heart this while we're live and hashtag live, please, so that it adds to the algorithm, if you don't mind? And anyone that is hearing this, can you?
Yeah, just tell us where you're from.
Tell us where you're from. Where y'all signing in from, y'all? 365-day challenge. Your greater purpose, I wrote down. I don't know. Maybe it is, Maybe it is your greater purpose. Our greater purpose. Greater purpose. I like our
Serving others.
Serving others. Serving others. Where did you put my pen? Here it is. Our greater serving others. I love that. Serving others. Or serving each other.
Yeah, serving each other.
Yeah.
Nice.
Serving each other. Just ideas, right? This is like, isn't this like a lovely topic?
Very lovely.
Isn't it? It's like, what else do you want to do in life than like do good?
Yeah, exactly.
Like
Do
all the
good.
other.
And it
Do
will
good.
come back to you in unexpected ways, anyways. But
Yeah.
you should do it without that intention.
Yeah. Unless it's an award. And I want to get it now.
Oh.
I really like the one-on-one thing. Okay, so there's charity and there's good deeds, right? So the charities are generally 501c3s in America. I don't know if in Australia, Jane, that is the case as well. 501c3s, if that's relevant, but they're basically NGOs, non-governmental organizations, or what's the other one? Like brain freeze. NPO? No. Anyway, non-governmental organizations, right? So it's a different tax bracket. And then you have on the other side, you have good deeds, right? So basically good deeds like you can give to one individual. Let's say someone is suffering and ends up in a wheelchair and you want to fund them or something like that, or a group of people, let's say a family or someone who's suffering from cancer, or a village, like a village somewhere or something. So those are the two things, and we can help you with either one. Allocating yourself to an organization who you might align with, and how to go about that, and or going the other route, which is directly to the people who you're trying to help or the person who you're trying to help. So yeah, that's That's kind of the difference between the two things, right? The if you want to donate large sums to, let's say, charities, they can serve as a write-off as well. Like in most countries, from what I know anyway, is that you can, you know, utilize that gift so that it can be written off at the end of the year, and then that money could serve then again for the next year, right? For
Wow.
for the next thing. That's the way I see that happening. Instead of it being like, there you go, now I got my money back, and now I'm just going to keep that money. Like, do it again, you know, do it again the next year,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
that
of course.
you're just basically recycling all of that. And if you're working smart with debt, like smart debt, that can actually work in your favor as well. So if you're running a company and you're giving to charity for the write-off, it can actually benefit your company as well if it's your company that is writing the check, right? So there are different levels of understanding how it works. I've been doing charity work through with or without organizations since 2005, 2000,
Wow.
something like that. Yeah. So
It's a
it's
long
something.
time back.
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
Wow.
I've I naturally was drawn into it by just, I guess, caring, right?
Mm-hmm.
Seeing people suffer and like, okay, let's do something about it,
Mm-hmm.
and then get excited about the mission, and then bringing other people in that are now also excited about getting
Mm-hmm.
involved. And but I've also lost a lot of friends who I unexpectedly lost throughout the journey of charity, nonprofit work. People don't like to see you, like a lot of people don't like to see you succeed. A lot of people don't like to see you doing charity work in public because they have another, kind of belief. And we're all entitled to our own belief. And I set that
Mm-hmm.
free. I'm very okay with it. I'm very okay with, people not wanting to align with my charities, or
Mm-hmm. Of
to my
course.
thing. And if it means enough to you, to or them, to cut themselves off from my life entirely, then I c- you know I welcome that. you know
Yeah.
uh One day you might find that it actually works for you, and
Mm-hmm.
you might come to me later in life and say, hey, I was a little bit broken back in the days. I didn't really understand it, but you're actually inspiring me to do something about it and inspire other people. There's always that option, right? But then there's also the person who's just straight up jealous and hates you for it, and puts the middle finger up. And I can't control that either.
No.
For me, it's about inspiring other people
Mm-hmm.
to take action. And that's isn't that how we all ended up in the very moment where we are now? Or where you are walking past somebody who is a beggar, and he's just looking really depressed, and your one smile at this beggar is
Mm.
is is actually making his day. Like, hey,
Of
somebody,
course.
somebody likes me, somebody loves me. Just that
Mm-hmm.
one little single thing can really change somebody's day and outcome. So those little nurturing things that
Yeah.
we were talking about earlier, about little grass
Mm-hmm.
thing stem, uh, can really make a massive difference. It doesn't have to be of such magnitude always. I like to throw it out of proportion and just go big, but
Of
it doesn't have
course.
to. But it doesn't have to be that big at all. It can just be a part
Mm-hmm.
of, part of a system.
Yeah.
So
Smile
yeah,
is also a charity. You can make someone's day by just giving them a smile. Who knows? It could change their day, right? If they're going through something bad.
yeah,
It
absolutely.
could really change. Yeah, I remember giving a presentation about that while I was in the university back in the days.
Yeah,
Yeah, I remember giving a presentation about that, like smiling at strangers when you see them in the streets, and then it will change their lives. I mean, it will change their day. So it's
Yeah.
something very beautiful.
And sometimes you feel it in people too. You know, I live in a part of the world where people are quite isolated from each other by default. And
Yeah.
because it's, everyone lives, quite far away from each, well, not far away, but like, there's distance between people. And it's a little bit different than in America. The mentality is different when it comes to the distance. Although I'm not generalizing, but and sometimes people look somber. Some people, sometimes people look like they need that little bit of injection of, hey, hi, I'm here, I'm listening, I'm watching, I'm seeing you, I'm acknowledging you. Just that little bit of, hey, good morning, good morning. Doesn't have to be anything else. Just that little bit of eye contact, and hey, good morning. And even if you don't have the the eye contact and just say, good morning, then it's up to them to turn around and say good morning,
Yeah.
or to think that you're freaking weird, which is also true.
But it's a great deed to do, a great thing to do. I would be so happy if someone just wished me a good day, like, when
Right?
I'm out exercising, for example, in the morning, early in the morning, if someone comes and greets me, I'll be happy.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, like it makes me happy. So I'm sure there'll be so many people there who gets happy from those little things.
That's a great way to look at it. Like, how would that make you feel?
Hmm.
You know, I think we should
How
all
would
go
that
out there
make you
today.
feel, Tommy? How would that make you feel?
Yeah, no, like you feel acknowledged,
Hmm.
and it doesn't happen often. It
No,
doesn't
it
happen often.
doesn't.
It doesn't. People
Hmm.
are in their own worlds and trying not to interrupt you. Maybe they're being kind by not wanting to interrupt you. Maybe it's just not even in their view. Um, and but it makes me like when somebody does that and smiles and say, hey, even just that, like, hey, you're like, hey, wow, that's
Hmm.
amazing. It's the most
Yeah.
amazing thing that's going to happen all day,
Hmm.
and many amazing things happen in the day. Um, Yesterday, I was driving from daycare to my house, and I drive this little Nissan Leaf. It's an all electric car. It's really cute.
Hmm.
Um, and so, and it's, I would say nothing to be proud of, but I am actually. And so, but there's always, every morning, there's this other Nissan Leaf that always goes the opposite direction. And it's always on that one stretch. And yesterday I was just like that, with the light, and I waved.
Hmm.
And, the girl behind, behind the wheel, which just
We
went
use.
like, just like that, she was like smiling, like, yeah, I
Oh.
know you. I know you. Like that kind of fun stuff. Cause it's fun,
Yeah. Yeah. Of course.
So now the next time that we cross, I hope that she takes the initiative to do the same thing with the light, Yeah.
Wow.
It's just
That's
not,
very cool, actually.
yeah, right? There's just not enough time in the day for those kind of things, isn't there?
Yeah.
It's just like, hey, Sarah Jean, thank you so much. She says self-love, responsibility, and inspiration. Self-love, responsibility, and inspiration. And then another comment: mindset, energetic, intentions, and abundance. Sarah, she says, Tommy, live heaven. Yes, live heaven. We really live in heaven, don't we? I know it's a nasty world
Yeah.
sometimes, but this is a wonderful place as well, like to give and to receive. And if that's your mindset,
It will
if
be good.
isn't it? Was it Steve Harvey? Was it Steve Harvey that said it the other day? Um, if you're so, was it Steve Harvey? If you're so fond of heaven, and it's not on earth, why don't you why don't you kill yourself now or something like that? It's like,
Oh.
okay, I think it was Steve Harvey. I'm not sure if it was him now. Oh no, Sadhguru. Sadhguru.
Oh, him.
Sadhguru said it.
Okay.
So it was like he was like, and super chilled, of course, and very witty because he's a very witty man. He was like, if you are not living life as if it was heaven and helping those and making this place into heaven, then then you are, you know, there's no wonder that this world is in the state that it is in. No
Mm-hmm.
wonder. This could be your heaven, but you're choosing for heaven to be in another place. That's your belief. I'm not saying that when we die we don't go to heaven, or we do, but right now in life it is
Yeah,
about making this place into our heaven,
of course.
our ultimate place, right?
Very
And
true, very true. Being
yeah,
positive about it and creating a positive environment for yourself and the others.
yeah, yeah. If we
All about
do that,
positivity.
yeah, if we if we do it for ourselves and for others, not just for us,
Mm-hmm.
then 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 that's it. And that's what the 365 is about, guys and
Yeah.
girls.
It's all about positivity. It's all about spreading love. It's all about spreading kindness.
Sarah,
So,
send. It is about spreading kindness. It is. It
yeah,
really
it
is
is.
about that. I'm gonna go out there today, and like I always do, I just say hi to people. But I'm
Hmm.
gonna really pay attention to the eye contact that I can have, and then see if they take the initiative to say hi back, or am I,
Wow.
or am I gonna be the one? I'm just gonna go
Mm-hmm.
and try that out today. Sarah, which link? Which link, love? Do you want the link to the group? Oh, I guess I could put the link to the group in here too, or to the
No,
call.
I don't think you have. I think she's asking about the link to the call, to the group, maybe? Because you already have the link to the
Yeah,
call.
the link to the call is in the conversation.
Comments.
I'll just put it there now again. I'll put it there now again because I'm a giving guy. There you go. Bam. Both, she says. I lost connection and link got lost. Han would love to join in. Come in, come in, come in.
Wow, amazing. Please come.
She's awesome. We've got
Really.
another, I would say another 15 minutes or so, maybe 20 minutes. All right. So anyone that wants to join in, let's get this ball rolling. I'm really excited about this, y'all.
And anyone
Um,
who is watching the replay, if you want to be a part of this, you can just say I mean in the comments or just DM Tommy.
I love it. Thank you, Shaz. Now you're putting the work on me again, aren't you? Uh,
Oh,
I'm also going to put the link to the group in there just to put it out there,
yeah.
just to, just to kind of get going with it. It's awesome. Shaz, so nice to have you here.
Yeah,
Really,
nice. Yeah, very nice.
this is
Very
awesome,
nice to
man.
be on this call.
Yeah, yeah. Likewise. Pedro, our thoughts and prayers are with you, brother. 365. Let's just share that link. I'm just going to share that link. You know what I'm saying?
If you're not willing
365. Do I share that into the group there? Yeah, right. So I just copy it and then share it in the comments. Is that what I do? Yeah. Put the
Yeah,
link in there. Yeah, just
the group link.
I'm just gonna go for it, brah. I'm just gonna go for it, sis.
Nice,
Brah. Sorry, that's
bro.
rude. Tommy boy, where am I? Oh yeah, I'm bicycling. I'm changing my entire brand name, all of my
boy, where am I?
websites
Oh yeah.
to tommyboy.com. Tommy Boy with 3 eyes. So if you're listening to this later on and you don't know what's going on in life and you don't know where to go and you're helplessly hoping, then go visit tommyboy with 3eyes.com. All right. That's the Sarah Jean's here.
Wow.
The above is the group link, and the group link. The group doesn't have anything in it yet except for a bunch of I don't even know what's in there right now. But let's
We're
go
just starting out, so it's okay. Hello,
Yeah, right.
Sarah. Nice to have you here.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Yo, Sarah.
How you doing?
Great. You've been with us since the beginning of the call.
Wow.
Yes, I have been.
How are you,
Rockstar.
Sarah?
What's up?
Wow.
Chilling out
Nice.
in my hammock. I thought I'd come in and just hang out with you guys.
Perfect. Where are you? Hang out
So
with us in your
sweet.
hammock.
Yeah, my hammock.
Where in the world are you, Sarah?
Wow. Nice.
I'm in heaven. I already told you this, Tommy boy.
Yeah.
In Texas right now.
Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, nice meeting
Wow.
everybody here halfway somewhere. I don't know where we
We're
exactly.
all over the world right now. Where are you, Shaz?
I'm in the Maldives.
So what?
In the Maldives, yeah.
Oh my goodness. And then you're in the UK and I'm
No,
in
I'm in-
America.
No, I'm in
He's
Finland
in
right now.
Finland.
Yeah.
Finland.
Yeah. The reason why I said UK
Where's
earlier
your
was
fins?
they're on my back. No, the reason why I said UK earlier because it's easier to count the hours from GMT. Otherwise, it's like, yeah, but Finland is plus 2 hours from London, so it's always like I always say 12 o'clock London. Simple.
Well, you could have just done without all of that complicated talk right now and just been like, yeah, it's UK time.
Yeah, sure, UK. Yeah, sure, UK. That's it. Sarah, you got some really nice wisdom. You got some really nice insights.
Well, I
What
think
you
it's all
have-
about reflection. It's about, just really owning what it is, the responsibility that we have towards ourselves and how we're being in the world for another. It's really about just being like, I got tired of my own shit, to be honest with you, and just being like, what is happening in the world? What's going on in this? And why does this keep happening, right? Well, then it goes to the point where it's like, it's not happening to me, it's happening for me. And then after the for me phase, it's happening through me, right? Because we stop making it about our ego and about what our makeup is and how we want it to show up, rather than accepting what is and acknowledging what is and appreciating everything. Because we've lost gratitude and appreciation for how others show their love, right? And we're saying, no, we want it to have it this way or that way, and not realizing how people are giving it all they got and they're giving their best, through the conditioning and the things that we've all been through. It's not easy. And especially without the knowledge or the insights or the things that, we could be doing to, share that information with each other. It's not about giving advice. I think it's just about acknowledging, hey, this is what I've been going through, and can you relate? Can you share insights about what you're going through? And are we all going through this in some way? Right? Because we all have feelings. I think the story just gets different. And that's where the walk is different for all of us. Though we share the relative story and the feelings, right? Because we all have those parts, but we don't know how deep or how dark everything has gotten for other people, or what they've had to go through, or what they've had to survive. And the survive mode and those tactics can be very, very hard to overcome because it's a conditioning. It's like we're trained to look for what's next, instead of what can I be next? How can I be in this next? How could I be involved in it? How can I grow from it? And everyone's still so focused on the pain rather than how they're gaining from it, and what is it that it's making them, because it's difficult to rise from very difficult situations unless you have an outlook or somebody that could give a different perspective on something that they see at the greatness that's in someone. I think it's just acknowledging each other and saying, hey, I see you and you got this and I love you. What can we do to help each other out, and give each other hands up, instead of hands out, right? Because I really feel like the biggest accomplishment I've ever felt was when I did something on my own, right? And that nobody, did it for me. It's when they told me or showed me how to do it. And then I knew how to teach another, right? So it's like just guiding someone to their own inner wisdom and their own truth, because I don't have the answers, and I have no idea what I'm doing half the time. I still don't even know myself fully. I think that's the process and the journey of discovery to find out exactly who we are, right? And then to try to think that we know another person, like, that's kind of crazy, right?
Yeah.
And it's just beautiful to say, hey, I don't know shit about what I'm doing, but I'm learning about my past and who I was and what I can rise from and not make the same mistakes.
Yeah. That guidance.
Very true.
Yeah.
There's a lot of guidance there, and to acknowledge the fact that we're actually at least one step ahead of someone else, that might need something from us. It's all about sharing and giving and receiving, right? Those three things. What do you think about applying that into the 365 group, for example? Like, how would you apply that? Do you think? Is there something?
I've done a lot of breakthrough coaching, right? So I've gone through a lot of different types of breakthrough processes on how someone can go through a stuck thing that they're going through. Like, how do I see it differently? How can I raise my vision to get a different type of imagination around this, right? And going back to the first time something ever happened, right? Because what's being created in our reality right now is just a loop pattern about what's being stuck in our system. And it's the emotions and the things that get trapped and cause dis-ease in our bodies, right? So it's going back to the first traumatic experience that we've ever had and putting a different perspective on it and just saying how we could, it's not really saying accepting, I'd say allowing, because I don't necessarily accept people's behaviors, though I do love the person, because we're only learning by what we were taught by another, and they were just doing the best that they could. Right. And these are learned behaviors, and these are things that someone else has gone through and they don't know any better. Most of survival techniques are happening from scarcity or lack or needing to take something so they could feel comfort or, shelter or food or water, anything to feel that type of comfort that they need. It's a survival mechanism. So where can we go to the first time that this happened in their system and give that love in a different reality, and then make it to where it's completely just vanishes, and that doesn't get made up in your reality anymore, right? And there's no more of that stuckness, and there's more of a beauty and a grace and a forgiveness that comes around it. And then it comes with the break with that perspective to the breakthrough, so you can have different visions for your life. And stop having the worry or the concern or the doubt or the inconsistency on building a beautiful future for yourself, because we all deserve that.
Yeah.
We deserve that so much.
Okay, so you're going to be involved?
I love being involved.
Awesome.
Let's create a messenger group. Let's create a messenger group where we can chat.
Yeah, I think Sarah can be in the counseling, right?
Yeah.
I would love
amazing.
that.
To support each other, to support those people, it would be awesome.
Yeah, we would love that too. We'd love that too. And again, like, I don't want to ask anything, for free, of course, but, maybe there's some business to be done there at the, in the back end as well, right?
Right.
Like, I'm just like being really open with regards of that sense as well. I actually like to talk about the money element, even on, like, if I'm on sales calls or whatever. I like to get the money out of the way. That concern is just out of the way, like,
right.
Instead of like waiting 2 hours for somebody and then finally talk about money. No, let's get that shit out of the way, So yeah, if there's something there to be dealt with later on, let's also talk about that openly. And if there's something that, you know what I mean?
Well, it's there
then
right now. Let's talk about it now. How much is this going to make us?
Vamos.
How's this going to make us, and how much is it going to make the world? How can we be giving this back to the world too, right?
Yeah.
Why don't we teach something around about how to make this be something to where other people are getting the inspiration to start doing as well? Why don't we start mapping this out on how we could provide this like a master class or some type of training to where these people can actually get a map on something that they could guide and use their own vision inside of that map.
Awesome.
Let's make it. Let's make this happen. Oh man. I think that's a different type of mic drop. I think that's a headphone drop.
You know what I'm saying?
This magic moment.
Yeah. That's funny. I was actually thinking about this is how we do it.
Yeah.
This is how we do it. Yeah, there's gonna be a like
love that.
welcoming live call. Let's do that.
Wow.
Or this magic moment.
It should be the whole thing, just like that. It's like this magic moment. Now this is how we do it.
Check it
Boom,
out.
boom, 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 boom. It's like both. It's both. You got the sway and the swag.
Or this magic. Boom, 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 boom. This is how
I
we
like
do
it.
Really
I like
messed
it. Way
up.
to get people moving. Get some people
Yeah.
going.
I love it. Hey, really good
love it.
idea. I really like that idea. That's a wonderful development. Let's just say, hey, Kylie-Ann, what's going on? She's watching from US somewhere as well, isn't it? Where are you in the US? I didn't ask you this. Anyway, also an entrepreneur. Oh, by the way, we've got Sabine on the team as well. She doesn't know that yet, but Sabine is also joining. And so are you.
Join in.
Join in.
Join in the party.
Because, this is how we do it. We're being
Oh, and you know what,
ridiculous.
Tommy, that brought something to my attention because you mentioned this earlier about
Yes.
people taking the next steps, right? And that people have this great vision, right? But not necessarily how to do it. Right? Like the necessary steps and the guide to do it, right? Well,
Yep.
I have this beautiful thing that I was taught by Earthwaking Village. It's amazing group. If you guys don't know them, just go to earthwaking.com. They came up with mind mapping, okay? And it's basically like a mind dump. So you have like this, intention or this thing that you have, the vision that you have. And then you basically like brainstorm and you have everything that would be involved in it, right? And then you have it out. And then you can start to see where the necessary pieces go. But giving people the option to be able to do it themselves creates that teaching inside of themselves, right? It's like, I'm not giving you the answers. You're going to do it yourself. I'm just going to give you the tools that you can use in your tool bag to whip out whenever you want. So it's a beautiful way to where they can start to see the necessary steps and the holes that might be inside of their plan, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, it's like a
Yeah.
business plan.
Because
Almost.
let's get it factual, okay? Because I can't heal you. I can't heal anybody. I can only give you a window, an opportunity, or a space to be held in support for you to find those answers for yourself. And
Yeah.
people have to have the intention for them wanting to have that healing and wanting to have that teaching. Mentors are the greatest thing that you're ever going to have in your life. And I say that go as much as you can to invest as much as you can inside of you, because there's no money that's ever worth that.
Yeah.
right? It's
I
like
agree.
your worth is so much more because of what you could give another just by your energy, just by your presence, about being
True.
there for someone. And when they ask you a question, you could guide them in the right way. It's not giving them the answers, it's just making them aware that they have all the answers inside of them, and that they
Yeah.
have this power and this beautiful, ability, and that their difference makes the difference, that you have a light that I don't have. And when we shine them on together, all of our differences work together, so it's just a beautiful way that we can start just giving people each other their power back, their own certainty, rather than having outer certainty or looking for someone else to constantly be, their teacher, their guide, rather than now them putting on the pants and saying, look at what I can do now, because it was passed on,
Yeah.
and
Regardless.
it's beautiful to do that. Yeah.
Yeah. Regardless to whatever their vision or mission is.
Yeah.
Something that you said today earlier while we were on the call, before the call, you said, and that's actually what made me start writing stuff down while you were talking. It's crucial to have a team and support around you, and that's something that just as a support system, just that like loving support, that if there are people in the group that you connect with, to bring it back to the group thing element for a sec. If there are people that you connect, that you feel that you're connected with, that you really feel like, Shaz is someone who's speaking my, the words that I use, and I love that, and you create a community as well, right? Like,
Yeah.
I wouldn't say the Lonely Hearts Club, but like, like it's just another
We're
great
not
way.
alone, Tommy boy.
We're not alone. Yeah, so that's interesting in itself, to create your own tribe to do something with,
Yeah.
if that's what that space can create for you. We often walk around on tiptoes, as the saying goes, because you don't want to, you're basically in the wrong tribe. You should be walking there firmly and saying like, this is how we do. You know what I mean? And just go together, together in that tribe. That's your tribe. Create your own tribe. And if this is something that can facilitate that, then absolutely wonderful. That's another thing that you can kind of educate people on like, reaching out, and like, not everyone is as open-minded or as open as we are, like, you got to respect that and initiate something that, if you don't have any friends, hey, just, open the gate a little bit, to some people, and open that trust. If you were hurt in the past or whatever, reopen it a little bit so that you can kind of get that movement going again for the excitement in life. And if that creates a tribe of people that are like-minded, and you do something else in business or whatever, or you meet up in like 20 years from now, like the three of us are going to meet up at some point in the Maldives, apparently, for an event that we're going to be setting up. And that's how that grows organically, right? Like the way that we are now growing, right? That's what life is about. It's about like, that's what excites me about life, right?
Yeah, it's all about connection.
Yeah,
and I totally agree with you 100%, Tommy. It's beautiful what you said about that. It inspires people to just step out of the box and start trusting again, right? Because that's a really big, profound thing that a lot of people are needing right now. They don't have safety or support in their own system, and they can't trust the people that are around them, the news or whatever, right? Because we put ourselves in these boxes because of fear. Well, what is fear?
See the box that we're in?
What is fear? I'm in a glass cage of emotion. That was great.
No, yeah,
But we create them, right? And then we're like, nope, we can't go there because that might happen, right? And I started to really like dive into this fear, right? Like, what is this fear, right? And so there was a beautiful acronym. I forget who had wrote it, but about it, and it's false evidence appearing real, and it's an illusion that we've clouded our judgment of something that has happened in the past, and we created this knowing around it, and we're like, nope, I know what that is now, and I'm going to walk away from that. And then we stop having these beautiful connections or these beautiful experiences because we shelter ourselves from having them because we're claiming something because of something else in the past, right? And we're not giving something another chance or to see it from a different light or to be open to it, right? Because we've already blocked it, and then it just keeps on creating that, right? So it's beautiful that you said that we really need to focus on our connections and bonding together and creating that support and that safety together, not only without another, but within ourselves, because the more that we can be the change and not expect it from someone else, that's when we take the responsibility in our own hands. And that's when we say, this is my universe and this is my world. Here I come. And this is what I want. And if you're advocating for love and you're advocating for things that are going to inspire people, they're going to want that.
Mm-hmm.
They are, because I wanted it. And I paid lots of money into my education on getting myself to heal my traumas and my bullshit from the past. Because let's say I was a huge failure, and I'm still gonna fail, right? But I'm only failing once now. I'm not in a loop anymore. I'm not failing over the same thing over and over again and stuck in the same situations. It's like, okay, I'm gonna look with this as a challenge. I'm gonna look at this in a way to overcome, to build my strength, my resiliency, right? My vigor, my grit, because we're going to suffer. That's something that's going to happen. But we don't have to do it alone. We could do it together, and we can rise together, and we can create joy around our sufferings by how we're together in it.
Do you realize she's already giving classes?
Love it. Yeah, she really
No,
is.
I'm honestly, I think
This is healthy.
I need these reminders myself. So thank you for even letting me be on here, because I only speak about what I want to tell myself, and tell my kids,
beautiful.
So
Yeah.
Shaz, what were you going to say?
I forgot what I was going to say now.
Okay.
It was a great class by Sarah.
Right?
aw. I love you guys.
I really like the element of giving that acknowledgement to people, especially to the people who we are trying to help. With, like, if you've got someone who you're really wanting to help, like Sarah, let's say you've got somebody who, like, who you align with when it comes to traumas in your life that you've had, and you're trying to raise money for them, let's say, like, your 365 day thing, and you've got this one-on-one connection with them and this one-on-one guidance, even where your accountability is actually already with that person, right? So let's say you're aiming for like 50K, right? 50,000, right? Somehow, because your purpose is now that it's like, it's a different purpose than doing it even for your kids or for your family or for your own vision or whatever. It's like this guy or this girl who's at the end of the year is hoping that you will reach that goal as well, right? So this accountability is already like ingrained in you from the beginning. We're like, wait a minute, this is actually kind of intense,
Right.
And then to have that like one-on-one speaking, let's say one time a week or something like that, where you do have that call with this person, where you basically educate each other, right? Because you're also learning from them. It's not just them learning from you in your ways, but also like receiving and letting that flow. That makes me, that there's a shift there that happens in our lives that comes very deep from in our heart. That, because I've experienced that myself, a lot, throughout my journeys with doing these kind of things and like committing to something that is like, I better start moving now. Like, I'm like, no, really, really, like this guy or this girl is waiting for me. They're waiting for me now. Like I just set myself this thing, and I'm like, how am I gonna do this? You will figure it out. You will figure it out, and you will get there. Either way, you know, the time is gonna come. You know, with or without whatever is happening. And the fact that you're taking the time to get together with this person and like just to be on this journey is like, it's fantastic. Also for the other person, you know, even if the money is never going to happen, just that one-on-one connection and mentorship of like, you know, the least is it's that, you know, being able to think outside of the box and like, okay, hey, wait a minute. If he can do it or she can do it, you know, I can do it, you know, giving people hope. That's wonderful. I love that. I love that stuff so much.
That's
Yeah.
huge.
Yeah.
That's huge. Yeah, because you know, it's, you know, that inspires me inside just to even say this, you know, it's a lot of people, and I even told you this earlier too on the call to call, right?
Yeah.
It's a lot of people have it, the conditioning about, oh, I'll believe it when I see it. But the only way actually that you get to see it is because you believe it. It's your faith that gets you there, because we have been conditioned so much that our vision's clouded. It's an illusion, right? Because we're so focused on what's going to happen ahead of us that we're so worried or concerned that we have our eye on something that's worrisome or concerning, that we're not paying attention to all the beauty on the outside of it that's surrounding this. And we've got this like peripheral vision like this close, and there's like a huge fog, you know, that needs to be opened, right? So it's really about opening up our perceptions like King Arthur, because he has a round table and he has everyone sitting from it, and everyone around the entire kingdom has a place that, you know, has somebody that's a speaker for it, and they all sit at this table and he listens to everyone speak, and then he makes his action move. Why? Because without everyone's perception, without everyone's gift on how they view the world, on all everywhere, how are we going to get the full truth? How are we going to get the full picture of the beauty that this really is? And how can we be complementing each other rather than competing with each other? That we're not even in stages or who's higher, who's lower.
Yeah.
You know, I have this beautiful connection with this woman. She's 69 years old. We met very, very spiritual aspects. It's very beautiful. But she's like my soul sister. And every time we're on the phone, she gives me this support. Like she just acknowledges my, you know, my ability to be vulnerable, to share the truth, to be open, to constantly be in reflection about how what she's gifting me about being on the call. It's not about anything about what I'm teaching anybody, because I'm a student to life always. Because what is it that they're gifting me right now? It's so true. The coaching is the biggest thing where you're not the one that actually is doing the teaching. The people on the call that are there for you are giving you so much more. They're actually the teachers.
Yeah.
It's so true. It's like switched around.
Yeah.
It's like a win-win situation, right? We'll learn so much from them as well. Like we don't have to experience it on our own, but when we hear about others' experiences, it will teach us something as well. And of course, we will get the lessons they have learned.
That's so true.
Just seeing if anybody. I'm just seeing if anybody has any more questions, because it's getting really long. It's like an hour and a half now. I don't want to, you know, drag it on, you know, too long today. Otherwise, it's just, you know, guys. I've posted the link to the group in there as well. So just, you know, just get into the group. We'll figure out the rules and the conditions and whatever, all of that stuff as we go. Bear with us while we grow the group and while we get our bearings. Can you say that? I guess you can, right? Right. Wow. You know, but this is the beautiful thing about life too. Like whenever you've got an idea and you've got a vision or something like that, and you just start. Don't, like, if you've got something in your mind right now, you're like, wait a minute. Actually, I'm going to ask this right now. What do you have in your mind right now? Okay, just think about that for a second. Like when it comes to your vision, right? Okay, now stop thinking about it and start going after it,
Yeah, true.
right?
So Tommy,
Yeah.
Tommy, I'm going to go after it right now. Why don't you create a Zoom link, and every week we get a community that gets the agreements together and we all discuss it together about what it's going to be, and have the community start to, say what it's going to be like, get their ideas, get their perspectives, and
Yeah.
open the floor up to create it together.
That's actually what we started last week already, 2 days ago. Shaz and I were yeah. And actually, this is like the second kind of, right? I felt the need to bring it to the public, today, which is exactly what you were suggesting. Just, bring it to the people and see what they think, see what they say, see what's going on. And there's going to be suggestions. They were like, yeah, that's great. And then later we're like, that never worked out because of whatever reason. But that's what it takes, is to let go of the shore and start pedaling like crazy and just go and just see what, just go, like just let go of the shore and go. So thanks for that. Thank you for that suggestion. We will keep doing that. Should we call it a day? Anybody that has any questions or suggestions, hit us up. Leave a comment in the comment section. If you're on YouTube, the same thing. I will put a link in the description. If you're on the podcast, if this is going to make it to the podcast section, the platform, then I'll put the link to both Create Your Own, no, not Create Your Own, both of the websites on in the show notes. I'll just keep it simple like that. All right, cool. Yeah, there's a bunch of nonsense in that the 365 group right now. Just some random stuff. So excuses while we, again, get our bearings. And just one quick check on if somebody has any questions. If anybody has any questions, ask them now if you got any questions for us. And we shall, in that case. Kylie Ann, Minnesota. What's up, Minnesota?
Basically,
500-acre horse ranch. That's right, Kylie Ann. I know what you're up to. And you're going to be in that group as well, right? Kylie Ann. Oh, you will meet her. She's awesome. She's going to be in the group too. She's actually. I need to send you an invite to that group still, and a bunch of other people as well. So let's go. All right.
Go.
Thank you so much, Tommy Boy, and thank you for everybody that's here. Thank you, Shaz, as well. It's beautiful
Thank
to be
you,
here
Sarah.
with you guys. Mwah.
Thank you,
Appreciate you guys.
All right. Thank you, everybody. If you ladies can stick around for just 1 second, please, I will sign off and we'll talk for a second after. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much again for joining Coffee with Tea on this Thursday, 12 o'clock UK. See y'all next Thursday. Thank you all for listening. YouTube, what up? YouTube, Facebook, what up? Everybody around the globe. Everybody. Oh no, that's Backstreet Boys, isn't it? Never mind.
Rock
I'm
your
all over the place.
body. Everybody. 365 tonight.